Hello and welcome to Temperance Tarot. Thank you for joining me today. I am so excited to bring this reading to you. I am a little nervous as well, I'm not going to lie to you, but I feel that this is a timely reading. The reading will be timeless for whenever it is that you listen to this, but I do feel that for some of us, this is timely. This is something that we need to hear right now. So if you're hearing this right now, it is because this message is right on time for you. I feel like I've said time quite a few many times. So I wanted to do a shadow reading. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do this is because of the season that we're in right now. We just went through an eclipse and we're about to go through another one September 21st. And this is an eclipse in Virgo. Okay. So I think that a lot of us were in an involuntary shadow work type of energy and we didn't even know it. Okay, that's why it's involuntary. We didn't even know that we were in the middle of some shadow work. And I feel like it's because this particular eclipse really brought forth a lot of things that no longer served us. It brought forth a lot of things that we had been ignoring for a long time, and it was time to deal with them. Okay. But I want to say that I know a lot of people, just like the ego, they tend to demonize the shadow, demonize the ego, but I feel like it's the complete opposite. I feel like we need to embrace the shadow with love and with kindness. And I wanted to use two different decks because we're going to be bringing forth the shadow with my shadow deck, and I'm going to be shining some light on our shadow sides with my Emerald Visions deck. I love this deck. It's so beautiful. The first time I used it, I immediately felt like there was just so much light coming through this deck. So I felt like this was fitting. And we are going to be using the Inner Child Oracle to maybe bring up some things that our inner child might be feeling or going through, that can be causing the shadow to come forth in certain habits or behaviors that we have developed. And also, we'll be using our Thoth deck for any clarity that we might need. I hope you enjoy, and if you do, please like and share. Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your shadow reading. Let's get started. Okay, Virgo, it's your season. This eclipse coming up is all your energy. So I know you've been feeling it. um, Virgo. Oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. All right, another one. No way. Let's pull from the bottom of the deck. Um, there's been knights and pages uh, in all the readings that I've done so far, and you got a page, and I want to say it's the Page of Wands that has been coming up the most. All right, so Spirit is here to speak to you. Um, right off the bat, there was no hesitation. You know what? Let's pull your light cards now because I feel like we're here we're here to do business. Virgo, what are you doing right now? You're working on something pretty big, and you've been hitting some walls. Like, I hate to call them blockages, but they kind of feel like blockages, but they're not. These aren't blockages that, like, these aren't obstacles that other people have created. Thank you, Spirit. Can I get two more? These are your own, I'm hearing like limited beliefs, but also some kind of like, Spirit's telling me just to say it, pessimistic mindsets. Okay, pessimistic ideas, meaning like you're just like, I'm always going to be in this situation. I'm always going to go through this. I'm always going to be broke. I'm always like, Virgo, it's time to change your your language, okay? Or your verbiage, like what you're saying. I hope that's how you say it. You are a powerful, powerful manifester. What you say happens every time, every time. And this has been, you've been seeing this a lot, okay? All right. Okay. All right. Let's do this. So we have the Five of Pentacles, and this is what I was talking about. You, since growing up, you grew up in a home that maybe you heard your parents say a lot, like, we don't have money for that right now. We don't have enough right now. And you've kind of carried over that energy into your life now. So this like limited way of seeing things, this like these limited beliefs, like they have a lot to do with money, was what I'm hearing. Excuse me, I needed to drink water. um you've had a very limited mindset, okay? Page of Wands. So I think this is you starting something new. Like this is you putting your everything, like all your eggs into this basket. Like you're, you understand that this is going to take a lot of energy and a lot of resources, but you're just like, you know what? I need to try this because I'm tired of feeling stuck. I'm tired of feeling like I don't have enough. And we have the Lovers also. Now, with the Lovers, what I'm seeing is that there's an internal battle between the masculine and the feminine. But I feel that this internal battle has a lot to do with these two energies. I feel like are you battling what you know? Like I said, you're a very powerful manifester. So part of you knows that if you change the way that you think or the way that you speak, like you have the power to create something. So I feel like with this Lovers, this is you battling those two sides of you. So like the pessimistic side and the manifester side. These two cannot coexist together. Now I don't know which is the feminine and which is the masculine. I want to say, I hope I don't offend anyone by saying this, but I want to say that the pessimistic side is going to be the masculine, and the manifester is the feminine. The only reason why I say that is because the feminine tends to grow and to nurture and to take care of what it carries, what she carries. Okay. The masculine is very logical, right? And Virgo, you are a very logical person, but also there's a part of you that understands that you are very powerful and you can create whatever you set your mind to. Like whatever it is that you want to create, like you can manifest it. But you have these two energies that are just fighting against each other. And a lot of it is because what you experienced growing up. But you're also at this point now where you're like, I'm about to create something pretty amazing. And I can't, this this part of you, this old way of thinking, you cannot take that into your new reality. Like this eclipse coming up on the 21st in Virgo, which is your sign, it's it's demanding change. And I haven't used that word demanding in any of other signs that I've done. But for you, Virgo, it's like demanding change. So I have the Empress and we have the Temperance and we have the Four of Cups. Okay, so I want to say right off the bat, remember I was talking about the feminine and the masculine and the lovers, right? And how the feminine is nurturing and grows. That's the Empress. Okay. The Empress is here to create life, is here to grow and to nurture. And I feel like this is you, Virgo. This is you creating something out of nothing. And the reason why I say that you're creating something out of nothing is because you have come from a place where you were made to believe that you didn't have enough. Like I keep hearing just lack. You always felt like you were lacking, or you were just getting by. Okay. But you've been able to do a lot and create a lot and build a lot. But somehow you're still in a scarcity mindset. And the temperance is here to tell you that one of the reasons why you might be feeling this way is because you've you haven't yet mastered balance. Okay? You haven't yet grown from this child that believed that they didn't have enough, and somehow that belief of not having enough has become reality because again you're a great manifester, and every time you say I don't have enough, we're not going to have enough, there's not enough, you're manifesting that. So the temperance is here to show you that there is more than enough. What it is what you're doing with what you have. Are you being a good steward of what you have? Are you, you know, budgeting? Are you um, creating a system that will help you save more, that will help you create more abundance, more prosperity? We have the Four of Cups here. And I feel that even though this seems kind of like a shadow card more than a light card, but I feel like what the Four of Cups is here to show you is that yes, there's has been losses, and yes, maybe at some points you didn't feel like there was enough, but you still have the other three cups that are completely full. This other, this fourth cup that is just kind of floating around, I think that either was an opportunity that you had that you let get by, or maybe it was something that just wasn't going to work. But it's time to let that go. Okay? It's time to look at what you do have and what you can do with it, what you can create with. Okay? Create with it. Let's pull from the inner child oracle because I feel like these limited beliefs obviously come from your childhood, and maybe your, well, I don't want to say obviously, but I feel that they come from your childhood, and they could be coming from a place of like it's just something you heard like over and over, you know, like, and I think one of the reasons why I Spirit is like really highlighting this, like what you heard over and over, because you have to like now create something new, like new beliefs. Um, whether you have a family now, or whether you are working with people, maybe you have a team, maybe you manage others, like others are listening to you, and it's time to change what you're saying, because this is going to create a ripple effect. Okay. So for the first one, we have do what you need to do. It may be difficult, but the time is now. Yes. Oh, I feel like this is a very like logical reading just because it's you, Virgo, but what I'm hearing is like create a budget, create a system. I'm hearing, I don't know if you have ever heard of the Dave Ramsey like budget system, the envelope system. Create something to make sure that you're not going to be in a place where you don't feel like you know where your money's going. I feel like this is about money. So create something that you know is going to work for you and it's going to give you peace of mind, because I think you know that there's like money leaking somewhere and you're not quite sure where it is. And the temperance energy is here to like remind you to, like you're in control. Like it's you. You're the one that's in control, okay? Uh find your haven. It's funny, these I've had repeating cards come up for a lot of these readings. So this is another one of those cards that has come up in I think almost all the other readings. Okay, find your haven. I think this budget or this plan to save is going to be your haven. This is going to be what's going to bring you peace of mind. This is what's going to um, help you feel less stressed. And yes, maybe you're going to feel like you're going to have to stay in a little bit more. Maybe you're going to feel like you're going to miss out on some things, but it's going to be worth it. Okay. So, time to create a budget, time to create a plan and stick to it. Okay. And yes, you're going to feel like a little bit of FOMO here, but it's okay. It's going to be worth it. And it's not forever. You're going to be able to do things. You're actually going to be able to do a lot more later on because you're going to have a lot more funds, a lot more resources. And there's going to be more than enough for you to do the things that you truly enjoy to do, the things that you love to do. Okay. Accept what is. The act of acceptance will bring peace. And that's kind of what I was saying, where, you know, challenge yourself with limiting yourself for a little bit. Accept the fact that you might be overspending. Accept the fact that you might be in a place where you need to deny yourself a little bit right now, but know that it's not always going to be like that. And this is going to bring you so much peace. You're going to feel like you're in a lot more control of your finances, yourself. Like you're also, I think this is also going to leak into other areas of your life, maybe in your health. Usually when we're disciplined in one area, we tend to bring that over into other areas of our life. And I do feel that once you create a system or a balance that is going to start making you feel um, like a lot more empowered, and it's going to help you gain some confidence in what you are capable of doing, you're going to start to see that in other areas of your life. So I encourage you to stick to this plan, stick to whatever it is that you need to do to bring some peace into your life, because there's a lot of turmoil here. Like, I feel like you're really, really struggling right now. Okay. And you don't have to be, because you have more than enough. There's just a leak somewhere. Like, something's, there's somewhere where, you know, funds are kind of going to where you're in control of not letting those funds, leak out into that area so much. Okay. So, all right, Virgo, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.